No, Simon Greenacre's voice hasn't changed beyond recognition. He's moved on to a new role since testing the Kawasaki Z650 for Visordown, so it's me, Visordown editor Steve Farrell, bringing you the video version of his review, although I have, of course, ridden the Z650 too. It's the replacement for the popular ER6N, so it's got some boots to fill. The reason for the ER6N's popularity is simple. It's a punchy, affordable and fun package, able to appeal to both new and experienced riders. Can the Z650 do the same? Here's what we found out. So the first thing you'll notice about the Z650 is that it's tiny, but the 69 horsepower and 48.4 pound-foot from the engine puts you in no doubt that you're on a 649cc parallel twin. It's the same engine that's in the Ninja 650. It's got good low-end punch and mid-range grunt, a friendly, accessible engine that means the Z650 holds its own in town and country, and a smooth, non-aggressive throttle response makes it suited to new riders, downsizers and city dwellers. But it's also got impressive top end, revealed when you find room for the engine to stretch its legs and rev out as you click through the smooth, slipper clutch equipped gearbox. The red line is at 10,000. On a 110 mile ride on a mix of roads, it returned 52 miles per gallon, while Kawasaki claims 68.9 miles per gallon is possible. Handling. Have I mentioned that it's tiny? It's actually hard to believe, looking at it, that it's a 650. At a glance it could pass for a 300. It's short and narrow, it weighs 187 kilograms, that's 19 less than the ER6N, and it has a friendly for short people seat height of 790 millimeters. In fact, the Z650 feels like it's been made almost solely with new riders in mind in terms of its dimensions. Get close to it, jump on it, and it's plain to see that it's intended to be completely unintimidating and easy to get to grips with, and that's exactly how it rides. It's so light and effortlessly manageable that when it comes to flicking it around, the handling is almost telepathic. There's barely any reach to the bars because they gently sweep back to meet the rider, adding to the feel that even the smallest of people will be able to dominate the Z650. Suspension. The 41mm non-adjustable conventional front fork is soft feeling. Although the front end is perfectly at ease with sedate speeds and town riding, its support starts to dwindle when the pace increases and it has to cope with more aggressive braking and changes of direction on faster stretches of road. It's the same story with the preload adjustable shock at the back. The ER6's side-mounted shock is gone and the Z650 also has a new swing arm. Driving out of corners, the Z650 can feel vague and mushy under acceleration. Brakes. The brakes are a good match for the engine. The pair of Nissin 2-piston sliding calipers and semi-floating 300mm pedal discs have enough power to easily rein back speed, and they come with decent feel through the adjustable lever, if not with the most searing initial bite. ABS is of course standard. Equipment. The view from the seat is of the tiny looking 15-litre tank, in front of which sits a compact but perfectly readable LCD instrument display that dishes out all the basic information you'd want at a glance, along with a shift light, and you get that slipper clutch and ABS. We like. The Z650 shines in town. It's a razor-sharp recruit in the war against the rush hour traffic because of its size and weight. It fits easily through the smallest of gaps, so you feel like you've engaged cheat mode. On a 650, that's smaller than it should be possible to be. We don't like. Perhaps budget suspension is to be expected on a bike costing £6,199. The reason it feels a bit of a shame on the Z650 is it could be a razor on better springs with more stability and confidence to exploit its light, nimble handling. That said, unless you're caning it on every ride, it's going to feel more than adequate. Also, the seat is a little too firm and perhaps not quite wide enough. Verdict. The Z650 is a really competent bike, agreeable, simple, flexible, well put together, with a good chassis, light handling and a good engine. It doesn't feel quite as hooligan as the Yamaha MT-07 and it doesn't handle quite as well as the SV650, or it's not as well suspended, but its dimensions, weight and easy to dominate nature should be big attractions to those looking for their first middleweight bike.